Thank you for clicking on the video. This is David Broadus, and today we're going to be talking about my manga that I said I was going to do. I'm doing it now. I'm starting it. This is the first page, or the second one. I'm still working on it. And it's called Mikey's Quest. You know, the famous comic strip, Mikey's Days Off, by yours truly, David Broadus. Well, I'm making a manga that I can sell as well. It's all about the Benjamins. No, I'm just joking. No, this actually is going to be incorporated into Mikey's Days Off, but I will still keep the main comic strip still going. Every comic will be posted like it has always been every Sunday. Check out the newsletter every other week. You can see the link in the description below. But actually wanted to jump into something else besides comedy, because I love jokes. I love comedy. I love bits. I just love short form comic strips. They're great, especially if you're like in a hurry. But also, as an artist, as an auteur, I've always wanted to make a long form story, especially when it comes to graphic novelization. And I wanted to do this for some time now, but given the fact that I just had so much things I had to do, I didn't have much time in the day. I never could actually create my comic or create my manga. But now that I'm 31, well, almost 31, and I have a family, my son was just born last year, and I have no more time in the day. I have like 2 hours a day to myself in terms of like being on the computer, socializing, things like that. This is the perfect time for me to create this long form story. How am I going to do it with no time? Well, you got to make time. That's what I'll do. So anyway, yes, I'm going to create this manga. It's called Mikey's Quest. It's going to incorporate the main characters in Mikey's Days Off. But this time it's more about adventure. It's more about action. It's more about a quest. Like every great fantasy, there's a epic quest involving a MacGuffin, like an amulet, or involving a sword of truth that was been buried away for many years, and now it's been re-earthed. But yet there is a dark lord who wants to get his hands on it. I don't even know if this is the story. It probably isn't, but it sounds good. You know the story. You watch Lord of the Rings. You watch Harry Potter. You've seen these tales, and that's the type of story that I want to tell, especially when it comes to drawing. Now, when it comes to the artwork, it will be in black and white. I don't have time to really color like that, but given the fact that it is in black and white, I will add more, at least some more detail. And as you can see in this first panel, you see these heroes. They're facing off against these weird demonic creatures, and you got your warrior, you got your wizard, you got your monk, and you got the barbarian in the background. These aren't even the main characters. This is a prologue. But, yep, this is the art style. It's kind of strongly hinted, like it's like reminiscent of the original series that I'm working on, but it has a little bit more punch, has a little bit more detail, and it will have a little bit more action and a little bit more Buddha. Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, it will have all of the above and even more. But I'm going to be uploading at least some journal entries about how the progress of this project is doing. And I'm hoping to get this out within a year's time, or maybe 2. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a sneak peek of what I've been working on. Like I said, I will always continue to work on Mikey's Days Off. And honestly, if you want even more updates, check out the newsletter. I definitely do post that every other week. And I will be posting a video every other week as well. I'm going to try every week, but this may be by the way, I may be posting a page a week, but I may be aiming for that, but it may be like 100-page story, but I'm looking forward to it. It's actually good. Here's the thing. I have no problem with working on my comic, Mikey's Days Off, just that. But the thing in life, man, you have to switch it up. You gotta try different things. Maybe your audience may not like it, but hey, it'll definitely keep the creative juices going. That didn't sound right. Creative juices. Ugh, what does that mean? But anyway, Thank you so much for clicking on the video. This has just been me giving you guys an update of the manga that I'm working on. Um, and I like how the way it's turned out. I like the artwork, and we'll see how far it goes. But check out next week with a new video. Again, this is David Broadus. Check out my comic, Mikey's Days Off, on all social media platforms in the link below. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.